Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about the subject of how important is play in living. Well, as the saying says, just work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, right? You've all seen the Jack Nicholson film. So the thing is that it's true. The saying is real. If you just work all the time and you don't take any time for yourself, well, you're gonna probably go crazy. I don't think that we are, as a species, meant to have monotonous and a life where everything is pretty much the same activity over and over and over again, and there's no change or anything like that. And it's true. You can see it also in animals, and we're in some way we are animals, right? So the thing is that obviously if an animal is trapped in a cage, well, it's going to start pacing. It's going to start going crazy. It kind of goes the same way if you're just working all the time, except if you feel that your work is play, because that's what they say. It's like if you find a job that you enjoy, then you never have to go to work again because everything you're doing is just enjoyment. Of course, for the large majority of people, they're not always able to have that perfect job that basically gives them that play all the time. And also you wouldn't want to play all the time either, because sometimes you want to be serious. You know, it kind of goes as the yin and yang. There has to be some yin and some yang. You can't always have one thing, because too much of a good thing becomes a bad thing, right? So yeah, I definitely believe that whatever you do in life, you have to find time for yourself. So even if you have a very stressful schedule, there has to be a time. It could even be once a month, it could be twice a month, or whatever it is, but you have to treat yourself. You have to be able to go. If you like hiking, go hiking. If you like eating food, the movies, whatever it is, you just have to take some time for yourself, and don't wait for other people to accompany you. The thing is that I've found a lot of times is that people wait for other people to do activities. For example, last year I had that magnificent movie pass, the pass that was very cheap and that allowed you to see one movie per day until it collapsed. But that's another story. But during that time, I was going to the movies usually weekly. I'd go at least once, no, usually about once a week, and I'd see a movie by myself. I didn't want to wait for anybody. I would just go, usually to the late showing, the latest that they had, and watch a film at the end of the day. And it used to be even during the week, so you wouldn't have a lot of people in the cinema room. And for me, that was a treat, because I'd be getting out of the house on an otherwise monotonous evening, and I just do something fun and get entertained by watching that film on the big screen. So for me, that was it. For other people, it's going to the spa. For other people, it's going to the beach. You know, so if you want to do it with somebody, great. But if you have nobody to do it with, or it just conflicts with people's times, and you know that you have a morning that's free, or an afternoon that's free, or whatever it is, then just do it. Just enjoy, and just have fun, you know. So that's what I'm saying, is that it's very important to treat yourself, because in this world where everything is fast-paced, really, jobs just require you to be there over 40 hours a week, and the higher you get into that ladder of the working space, the more you have trouble clocking out, if that makes sense. So I think there are moments where it's okay to clock out. And actually, for example, myself, since I do a lot of martial arts and gymnastics and stuff, that requires, at least for my part, I love doing the whole stretching thing and all that. And there's just some moments in your life where you've done so much every day, non-stop, every single day, and you've pushed your body so much that it's just tired. It doesn't want to to do that thing anymore. And that's when you decide that you're going to take maybe one day, 2 days, maybe even a week off. It can happen. But usually when you come back from it, your body definitely thanks you. It says, okay, cool, you let me heal. And then all of a sudden you feel stronger. You're able to do the things that you were struggling with, and all of a sudden you're able to do better splits, you're able to do better jumps, better flips, better kicks, all that stuff. So that's what I'm saying, is that the fact of clocking out is kind of like the importance of sleeping at night. If you don't sleep a certain amount of hours, be it 6, 7, or 8 hours or more, I guess, I think that there's a point where you don't need more than that. But if you're sleeping every day less than, we'll say, you're allotted 7 hours a day or whatever it is, then you're basically doing something wrong, because you're just going to be struggling throughout your day. You're just going to be tired, and you're going to want to, how can I say, just go back to bed all day long. And yeah, maybe you'll be functional enough to get some of your work done, but there's going to be a point where you just can't. And that's why I always found it very funny that in our current society, in some way, especially more in America and stuff like that, you get on a basis 10 days of vacation, which accumulate, and later on you get more days and stuff like that. But as a base in Europe, you get about a month vacation, and you also get days during Christmas and stuff like that. You just have to take off, and you don't really have that here. Of course, with time you can accumulate stuff, but then I do know a lot of people who have accumulated a lot of hours and days, and the thing is because they're so high placed in the company that they don't want to stop. But what's the point in all that? If it's your company, maybe, because it's your dream. But if you're just doing somebody else's dream and you're not getting too much out of it, then I don't know. It's kind of like the people that drive two hours a day each way for work, and they do that 5 times a week because they want to have a bigger house. And I don't know, what's better? Is it better to have a bigger house, or is it better for you to have 2 or 3 hours of extra time each day because you don't have to spend 4 hours in your car? Is that going to keep you sane? What's going to keep you more sane? Now I understand, I guess, if you have a family and stuff, and maybe you don't want your significant other to also work or be able to work less hours so that somebody can be taking care of the kid and stuff like that, and then you're able to have that leisure time on the weekend, then great, that's awesome. And that goes back to the fact that you have to live, but you also have to play. And that's why I think that when they say work hard but also play hard, is true. And if you can get to that point where you work, but then you find that equilibrium and also play, not too hard that you're going to kill yourself and stuff, but hard enough that you're actually able to recharge your battery, then I say go for it. And that's the best I can do. So that's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.